Hi, and welcome to the cabin at Ruby Hollow. Typically, I'm filming this right before we leave and head out to our next adventure. But this time, we filmed a few days ago as we had a long drive to make. We stepped out of our local Amish community and went up north, northern Wisconsin, and went to a community we have never been to before. It was all different. I didn't know anyone. I only was told about it through another Amish woman from our community, and so wasn't sure what we were going to find. As it turned out, it was amazing, just amazing. Not a lot of shops up there for us to shop in. A lot of furniture makers, or I would say a lot of pallets, a lot of lumbering up there. But the Amish Water Wheel, what a delight. The building itself was full of Amish crafts, but it was closed. And they're only open on Fridays and Saturdays, which is a great reason to go back again. But I hope you'll sit and watch this video. Enjoy. It's part 1 of 2. I couldn't fit everything in here. And it's mostly a beautiful scenic movement through a new area. You'll find this water wheel is very, very interesting, and the story behind it will come out later. But it was built and used during the Civil War, and the Civil War in Wisconsin happened from afar. I don't believe it happened right. I mean, I know soldiers were moving through here, but it's very, very interesting. And so watch part 1, hang on for part 2, and we'll go back again in the fall. We'll have to stay up there, but we'll go back again in the fall when the shop is open, when I can get some directions to other places that might have points of interest for us. I did ask a local shop owner that was English about quilt shops and soap shops, and she said no, they were not that enterprising. So let's go. Hang in there. This is a nice video. It's very scenic. So we are in all new territory today, trying to find the Amish Water Wheel Mill. We're finding a lot of Amish along the way, on the roads and the back roads. We're hoping to find a place that we can stop in and ask a few questions. So far, we're not noticing any places that are offering items for sale. That would be our first chance to ask questions about where the water wheel mill might be. Is that an Amish kid on a bike there? Very scenic. Lovely. Very nice. Gardens, it's well groomed. Cabin here. So we just found the Dell's Mill area. We have this little red schoolhouse, 1866, the Dell's School. Beautiful. We're going to now go in to this area with hopes of finding the actual mill. Let's see what we find. Look at this area. It's absolutely gorgeous. We're going to go in and take a good look at this place. I don't know if you can see all of this. It's an old cabin, and again, these are this mill is now owned by the Amish, and I can see that out here. All right, I'm going to go into the shop and look around a little bit. Come on with me. It's beautiful. Homestead. As luck would have it, we've come all this way and they're closed. But look how interesting it looks in there. Oh, I'll be back. Oh, no worry. It's National Register of Historic Places. This is something I didn't know. Water powered. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these cedar chests and the buggy. So apparently it's open Fridays and Saturdays, and this happens to be Tuesday, 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. I'm going to walk out on the bridge though and see if I can get a picture of the water wheel. Oh, this place is absolutely delightful. Whoa. Here we have some bird feeders. Pileated, crow, blue jay, an eagle, chicken. Oh my gosh. A bench. I can hear a chicken crow, a rooster crowing, a rooster crowing in the background. I'm gonna walk up and see what I can find here. Can you hear it? Bit of traffic here. Dell's Mill Country Store. And I like the way country's spelled there. K-U-N-T-R-Y. Well, we're here on the wrong day. So let's just go around the corner and see if I can actually see the mill. Looks like there's been a sidewalk built here. I can hear it. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Oh my word. This is lovely. Whew. Absolutely lovely. As you can see, the water wheel itself is not in use yet. It's a dam. Looks like it has repairs done, and the wheel is actually having repairs done as well. The side of the building is being repaired. Let's walk up and look at that beautiful rock outcropping there. And I think I'll turn around and take a picture from the other direction, coming in, and see what it looks like. Oh my, this is an absolutely idyllic setting. I'm almost speechless. I had no idea it would look like this. So I'm going to get up here in the shade and see if I can get a better picture. Can you believe this? Oh my goodness. Can you believe that? I'm not kidding. I could stand and look at it all day. Takes my breath away. I'm glad I came, even though it's closed. The grounds are closed. This is well worth it. I'm going to walk out across. I'm just going to go over and see if there's any problem with me walking around the grounds a little bit. It's such a nice, quiet day. We'll come back here. This will be great in the fall. Another 2-3 months when the color is full should be spectacular. Spectacular. There's LD waiting for me. We have the dogs with us, so he's not able to get out of the vehicle. But that's all right, we'll be back. We're going to go check out a campground not too far from here. That looked pretty interesting, and we thought, well, perhaps we could stay in the fall and spend some time over here. Looks like the actual Amish household is here, and that means the lake is not too far right there. And this looks like probably a private area. And there's a sign. I'm going to read it. This is unbelievable. And it says notice. And a lovely garden. I feel like I've stepped back a lot of years. 1864. If you could see my face right now, I don't think my smile could get any bigger. Look, the hitching post. Okay, let's check the area now and see what else we can find around here. I have a hunch there's a lot more to see. We came upon this scene a little earlier. I decided to turn around and get a better look. And we have a little hut. What would you call that, Larry? We call it a phone booth. And we have a horse. The buggy is parked right there. Go slower, Larry. And well, we're on a back road here in northwestern Wisconsin, up north. We have found an Amish community, or we are visiting an Amish community. This community is much more spread out than the community that we are used to in our area in southwestern Wisconsin. They are not quite as organized, it seems, as far as selling, merchandising. I just checked to see if there was a quilt shop up here, and no one does quilts. They are mostly working with pallets and furniture yet. The local store, Amish store, is run by English, and it's Amish goods, but I don't think they're all from this area in particular. But if you look at this, there's a spectacular Amish farm right there for you. Oh my goodness. We'll come back and take a better or closer look at that. Oh, we're on this gravel road in the middle of nowhere. And we can tell that it's heavily populated because of the wagon wheel tracks in the gravel. And so let's just go a little bit farther and see what we can find. We are still reeling from that most beautiful water wheel over on the dam in just outside of town. And my understanding is the gentleman that owned it, the Englishman that owned it, passed away, and the Amish are in the process of restoring. I was told by a local merchant that the time to come back is the fall, which we already determined. And I can see these beautiful country roads as being spectacular come September, October. But we'll find out. We'll come back. One of the highlights of this area are the Amish barns, which for the most part are red. Down in the southwestern part of the state, the barns and the houses are mostly white. So that's what makes this area unique. Looks like we have a milling operation here. Yep. This is an Amish logging operation. And again, they're out in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't get much more rustic than this. Right, Larry?
That's right.
This is absolutely typical up north Wisconsin with these great big jack pines that you're seeing and twisty, windy roads. I wouldn't be surprised if a bear ran out in front of us. Here we have the backside of that Amish logging operation. And another Amish farm right here. Old, old, old. My goodness. Beautiful gardens. Let's just zoom in on this garden a little bit and see what she has. A lot of canna lilies. Looks like a lot of horses in the back. At the barn entrance. There's a little corn patch for them. I really like the fencing. Yeah, it really adds some style. And this looks like the name is our Borntraegers, believe it or not, Eli and Edna Borntraeger. And if you remember or don't remember, our log cabin is built by a Borntraeger family as well. That was beautiful. This would be hard living during the winter. Looks like you have train tracks back there. I don't know if they're active or not. A lot of the Wisconsin tracks and rail lines have been converted to hiking trails. But this one looks pretty well maintained. What, Larry?
They're using it.
Yeah, this is being used yet. Very interesting. This is a beautiful scenic drive. We're going to go a little bit farther and see if there's any opportunity for shopping, but apparently, again, this is not an organized community as we have in the southwestern part of the state where we live. Very interesting though, and I definitely will come back here. Public land. And here's our approach. I hope they're able to get their repairs done. So I can see a mill and a mill working. Okay. Bought that from Amish Homestead, right on the water's edge. $1 million property there, now there. Absolutely charming. Excuse me, does that mean you can't take your horse and buggy down this little road? I don't believe I've ever seen a sign like that before. Interesting. Very interesting. So I hope you enjoyed part 1. Part 2 will be forthcoming. I know that usually we like to look at merchandise and this was a little different. The Amish woman that told me about this water wheel was quite excited about it, and Dooley, they had been up there weeks prior. And perhaps I'll go back to her farm and ask her if there is any shopping up there. She might know a little more than the local people. And again, it takes years to form friendships and bonds with the Amish. And so for me to just drive up there and try to figure out who is where, what, when, and how will take a while. But I really liked it there, so stay tuned.